What's up, guys? Nick Rapazzi here. I want to thank you guys for tuning into the channel. So today I got a few errands to run and I need to get a windshield wiper. I don't know if you can see up there, but that one is missing. Last week when I was driving a little bit fast on the highway, I had the windshield wipers on and the damn thing just flew right the fuck off. So they're about a year and a half old, so they're due for changing anyway. But it finally broke and just let go. So we're gonna go get a new windshield wiper. We're gonna replace both of them. I gotta deliver these shirts. I've talked to you guys about these probably about a month ago when I was getting ready for the call out before I found out I couldn't make it to it. And they finally came in about a week and a half ago, and I'm gonna go deliver a few of them. And I wanted to talk a little bit about driving a cammed 6-speed Corvette, the drivability, what differences it makes, how different I have to drive compared to when it was stock and all that. But let's get into a cold start and then we'll head over to the parts store and then see where we go from there. Later. What up, dude?
What up? Where you at?
I'm getting a windshield wiper real quick and then heading over there.
Alright, well, I'm leaving right now. Where are you getting windshield wiper from?
O'Reilly's Auto Parts. Damn, in Vernon? You're out of work already?
Yeah, I leave at 3.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Oh, well then I'll probably just meet you at your house if you're going home.
Alright, dude. Well, I gotta go get my kids, so I'll be home around like 3:35.
Alright, man.
Alright, dude.
Later, though.
Later.
So that was Landon. He's one of the shirts I'm supposed to get him. I was supposed to meet him at work, but he got out early, so we'll just meet him at home. And we're at O'Reilly Auto Parts right now. Get this damn windshield wipers. And it looks like it's about to rain. I'm gonna go in there. We're gonna get the windshield wipers. I'll show you how to install them, and then we'll head over to Landon's house. All right, so we got the pair. They're both 21. It called for A and B, A being the driver's side and B being the passenger side. So let's get the hood popped. Get these things off, because on the Corvette you can't pull these up unless the hood's out of the way. So. So just to show you guys, all you do is lift up this clip, slide it over the hook, let's get the hook up, pop it in, knock it down. That's it. These are fairly simple. All right, so let's get these thrown in the garbage and we will head over to Landon's house. Well, O'Reilly's doesn't have a garbage, so throw these in the trunk for now. by Landon's house now. I'm gonna give him this shirt, and then we'll get to talking about driving a cammed Corvette, and then I gotta hit the gym. So let me do this, and I'll check in with you guys in a little bit. All right, guys. So let's talk about driving a cammed 6-speed Corvette. I'm gonna talk about the things that I like most about it, the things that I can't stand, and a lot of the things that I can't stand have to do with other people and the way they drive around you. So getting off from a start is probably the hardest part to get used to if you're not used to a cammed car. So the start, if you don't give it a lot more gas than you normally would in a regular non-cam car, it'll buck like a son of a bitch. You'll just be going back and forth until you get over like 1600 RPMs, and it kind of like smooths out. So you have to adjust the way you use your gas and just essentially give it a little bit more gas than you normally would, because on a regular car you want to just ease out of the clutch and give a little gas as you go. With a cam car, you're going to have to give a lot more gas, put it up, get the RPMs a little higher, and get it going a lot easier so it's smooth. After driving it for a day, you get used to having to give more than you normally would in a regular car. And then, so let's go to something that is annoying when you're on the highway. So if I'm on the highway and we're just cruising in the fast lane, the car likes to be in, like when I'm in 6th gear, it likes to be around like 75, 80 miles an hour. So if a car starts going slower around like 60 miles an hour, I'll have to downshift because it'll start bucking, it won't have enough power, and it'll like fall on its face. Especially with this being a very, very tall 6th gear, it just makes it way tougher to drive on the highway when it's like that. So if cars aren't staying consistent and they're going back and forth, it sucks. You're gonna be downshifting 5th to 6th back and forth just to try to keep good gas mileage and try to keep the car from bucking when you're on the highway and actually having it in the power band. The next thing I want to talk to you about is just daily drivability around town and how the clutch feels. I have a basically stock clutch. It's an LS7 clutch, so when you're driving around you have to shift back and forth through all that, and you have a heavier clutch, because I had it was like a spec stage 3 in my RX-7, and I remember I had a Willwood clutch master cylinder, and it was tough pushing that down, up and down all the damn time. And it's even tougher when you got a cam car and you got the revs going up and down, everything's idling all over the place. And I don't even have that big of a cam in this. The overlap on it's not that much because it's a turbo cam, and it's supposed to help build boost faster. So if you have something like I used to have the MS3, the Magic Stick 3 or the Stick 4, and it's a very low B cam with a rough idle, it's a fucking nightmare to be driving that all the damn time. And just like now, going through, I made it to first, and then you gotta buck through first to get in, and it's just rough. It sucks sometimes, but the control that I get when I'm in a stick car, I will deal with this any day. Having automatic, yes, automatics are faster in most cases, especially the newer ones, but there's just something about driving a stick car where you have control of it, where it's just a better drive. It's a better feeling, and the gears are very long in this. My first gear will top out at 60, second's like roughly like 90 miles an hour, and it's like top of third's like 134. So it's good and bad. And I drove Benny's car. He's got a supercharged Mustang. It's got the 4.6. It's supposed to be rated to like 560 or something, but I'm pretty sure it's right around like 460, maybe 500 to the wheels. And he had 410 gears in his, and it just, we would floor it and it would just spin the tires because he got tractor gears in that thing. So it's definitely something he's got to re-gear and get better tires for, and so he wants to make it out to the track this year too. So, and a cam V8, there's nothing like a cam V8. If you haven't driven one before, I highly recommend driving one or putting a cam in your car. It definitely makes the drivability on it a little bit tougher, but the feeling you get, the power band when it kicks in, and the sound that you get is worth every negative that you could possibly have with the car. tons of power depending on what you go. If you go nitrous, cam only, or if you get a supercharger, turbocharger, they make astronomical amounts of power for cheap, and they just sound amazing. One of the biggest things I love about this car, and why I went from a swapped LS car to a stock LS car, because I wanted all the comfortability of a stock car, basically, without having a gutted race car all the damn time. At least when it's cold, I can turn the heat on. When it's hot, I can turn the AC on, and I can drive this thing to the track and drive at home and not worry about anything breaking. It's just a very reliable car, and it being a 6-speed makes it even better. I say I wouldn't drive an automatic, but there's certain cars that I would, and there's certain cars that I wouldn't. And this being one of them, I always would go with a stick shift Corvette. Who knows what they're going to do with the C8? I don't know. It's probably going to be an automatic paddle shifter, because it's going to be a mid-engine car. And my prediction is that thing's going to break every single record and be one of the fastest cars for the price point that it is. I hope it's a decent price point and they stick with Corvettes being not, I wouldn't say cheap, but just an affordable supercar, and that's what I'm hoping comes out of it with a new car. Alright, so another good thing about the 6-speed in the Corvette is, I don't know if it's good or not, but I have mine turned off anyway, but it's got a 1st to 4th lockout. So basically, when you're just cruising around trying to save gas mileage, you literally go 1st and then you go straight to 4th. And it's to help save with gas mileage and keep costs down. And a good thing about the 6-speed in this is, when I'm on the highway cruising around like 70 miles an hour, this thing's at like 1200 RPMs, just idling along, sipping gas. And for the gas mileage that I get with this, I'm averaging around like 20 miles to the gallon with beating on it and cruising long trips. Because it's cammed and straight pipe, I 99% of the time don't take it easy with the car and pretty much beat on it. And it's just nice, especially when you're going in 6th gear, cruising at like 70, and you downshift to 3rd or 4th, and it gets up to like 5,000 RPMs and starts screaming and takes off. It's just an amazing feeling, and it's not really something you're going to get out of an automatic. So I highly recommend you get a manual in one of these, because it just makes the driving experience just that much better. And I don't know if you can hear that. That was just a first gear start. It does kind of like want to die down a little bit, but you just get used to it. Nothing crazy, nothing to worry about. If you're a good driver and you know what you're doing, you're never going to really notice having a tough time with a cam car. It's a lot of fun. It sounds good, drives well, and you just enjoy every day of it. That's one of my biggest things with cars. It's just like, you gotta have fun with it, learn to love it, and enjoy it. It makes you smile, keeps you happy, keep going with it. Alright guys, so as you can tell, like, I really don't have many negatives I can say about it. The only thing that's really annoying is the thing on the highway when you're just cruising, especially when people are in the fast lane doing 55, 60 miles an hour, and you're having to downshift and upshift to compensate for them slowing down and going faster, because 90% of the time they'll do 55, speed up to 70, come back down to 55, and it gets annoying having to shift like that. But all in all, like, I really can't complain about driving a stick shift Corvette. It's the most enjoyment I get every day. Like every time I can get in it and it's nice out, I drive this thing everywhere. I just love being in the car. But I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was a little bit informative to take you to drop off the shirts and stuff. And if you do want to pick up a shirt, please visit the website. The link will be down in